Hey guys, I'm back. It's only been like 5 years and a whole ass pandemic, but here we are again. Time to shit out some content. I know, I'm sorry. Time just, passed. So, Japan is probably one of the slowest countries in the world when it comes to, doing anything. We still use the fax machine. Bruh, what is it, like 1987 over here? So, of course, it shouldn't be like a surprise that, Japan's a little bit slow with opening up the borders. Now, they finally opened. Weebs, neckbeards, and Japan enthusiasts, like normal, well-adjusted adults that just like Japan, everybody's welcome now. Because it's open, baby. And the best part is, if you're vaccinated, you don't even need to go into quarantine. So, we're making strides. So I went back home to Norway last year, and when I returned to Japan, I had to go through a quarantine, right? You don't want to do that. It's like you do it at an APA hotel, which is like a shitty business hotel with the smallest rooms in the goddamn universe. And for me, as a big guy, I'm like 190 centimeters, fucking 120 kilogram, big Norwegian man, to be stuck there and not being able to go out kinda sucked. So I'm glad you guys, you tourists, you avoid all that now. But I gotta remind you guys, there are some things that you shouldn't do as a tourist in Japan after the reopening. First of all, just don't be a dick. I mean, there's still a mask mandate here. Outside, if you're able to keep a 2-meter distance and it's not crowded, you don't need to wear a mask. But inside restaurants, malls, fucking convenience stores, they ask you to slap on a mask still, and they ask you to use the little hand alcohol thing, the sanitizer. That's what it's called. English is not my first language, I'm sorry. I can just hear people right now, but it's proven that the mask doesn't do anything, and it doesn't help with this. They don't care. It's the rules here, and just fucking slap on a mask and don't be a bitch about it. And before you let your little manlet hands run all over your keyboard typing, "Oh, you're so wrong, they removed the mask mandate." That happened 8 days ago. From the end of March, you don't have to anymore, alright? At some places, but some places will probably ask you to put it on anyway, so that's why I mention it here. Second thing I want to talk about here is don't litter. I remember friends of mine have visited here and thrown shit on the streets just because, we couldn't find a garbage bin or a disposal box or whatever, right? We all know the reason that, Japan don't have that many garbage boxes is because some weirdo domestic terrorist decided to put sarin gas bomb into one of them, right? If you can't find any fucking garbage bins, garbage cans, whatever, right? Just go to your local convenience store and you'll be fine, right? Convenience stores, you can go inside, dump all your shit, and just leave without buying anything. They have garbage cans inside and outside, so, throw away your shit there and do like the Japanese people do. If you can't find a convenience store or a garbage can immediately, put the shit in your pocket, suck it up, and move along until you find, a garbage can. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Don't throw shit on the floor. Don't throw shit on the floor. They don't like it here. Even if you see shit on the floor, because I guarantee you Japanese people, they're not like super clean alien race of people, right? They throw away like cigarette butts and shit on the ground too. Some people do. Don't be like them. Another thing that you probably shouldn't do is overplan. A lot of places still are closed. They're closed still because of the pandemic. Or maybe they ran out of money and there's countless reasons because of this pandemic that the place you want to visit might still be closed. So, make sure that you check out and verify that it's still open before, you plan this whole ass day to drive 4.5 hours out of Tokyo and up into the mountains, and then the little beautiful ryokan that you want to go to, it's shut down because of the pandemic. So make sure that you do due diligence, because it fucking sucks, and I've been there. It has happened to me. Alright, the next one is kind of like a filler, in anime, there's a filler episode that everybody fucking hates. Oldie but Goldie, don't forget to take off your shoes. I understand that some tourists might be worried about like, oh, when should I take off my shoes and how and what. So when you enter a doorway and you get into the genkan, which is like the I don't know what it's called in English. It's this. Then if you see like an elevation after the you know, the first little steps you take in, and there's an elevation, that means you need to take off your shoes down and then step up in your socks into the elevation. Another telltale sign would be if there's a rack of slippers and all the slippers are the same color, jam your feet into those slippers and go along with your day, whatever the fuck you're doing in there. Maybe it's a tea house. Maybe it's a fancy izakaya where everybody sits on the floor. You don't want to drag your fucking dog shit ass shoes in there with that stuff. So bear that in mind. Another thing you should not do is to forget the pocket Wi-Fi. Yes, it's 2022. Japan still uses fax machines, and public Wi-Fi is absolute dog shit. The public Wi-Fi situation in Japan is so fucking bad. Oh my god. And most of them require you to, you know, email address and phone number and first name and last name and make an account here. Wow, so you need to do all that shit just to use the fucking public Wi-Fi. This can be circumvented by just ordering or picking up a pocket Wi-Fi at the airport. Pocket Wi-Fi is a small little 4G device that always emits. It's kind of like, you know, when you use your phone to make a hotspot for your friends that ran out of mobile data, kind of the same thing, except you have unlimited usage of the 4G thing and multiple people can use it as well. It's way faster and, you know, you can have it in your pocket. It's very nice. Also pretty cheap. But it's unlimited usage, but if you use over a certain amount, they will throttle your ass and it will be the worst. It will be just as bad as the public Wi-Fi. So, you know, keep in mind. Another thing you absolutely should not do is to rely entirely on your credit card. This is still very much a cash-based society. Some places like, you know, 7-Eleven and Lawson and all that shit, some places do take credit cards. And you might feel this security like, oh man, I can just use the credit card everywhere. That's fine. Yeah, no problem. No. All right, so imagine this. You're sitting down at a wonderful ramen shop, right? You get the extra large 10-piece gyoza on the side and maybe a little bit of karaage, lit fried chicken, you know, on the side. You get your huge ass bowl and you fucking and the time comes to pay. You put the credit card on. Sorry, no. Cash. Genkin. Then what? Then what will he do? If you're alone there, he will not let you fucking leave. So, you know, just have cash on you because most things still are paid with cash. To end this on a very nice note, there's so much to get used to. But as a tourist, do not be too worried about fucking up. I promise you, nobody gives a shit. Because as a foreigner, no matter if you're black, Hispanic, white, or other type of Asian, you have something called the gaijin card, the foreigner card. If you have I still use mine. It's, of course, it's a metaphorical card. It's not a physical card, but you have the gaijin card. That means you're a foreigner, you're dumb, you don't understand how things works here. So, you know, Japanese people will be like, it's just a foreigner. Yeah, they don't know any better. Most people will be like this. So don't be too worried about being perfect here. Enjoy your goddamn vacation. You've earned it. Probably. I don't know what you do. I don't know you personally. Maybe you sell meth and you came here. Please don't bring drugs because you'll be in jail for a long time. And Japanese jail it's no joke, dude. Try to be polite. Try to be friendly. It's a tourist destination. If you're going to tourist places, they know. They don't expect you to know everything, dude. So chill out. Have yourself a beer, and is that weird? I'll see you when you come to Japan. I won't. You guys don't even know which prefecture I'm in. So, good luck. Try to find me. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more Japan stuff, subscribe. I'm going to be consistent again from now. So, more videos are coming. Don't worry about that. Worry about subscribing. Thank you. Also, if this video gets 9 likes, I will do a Japanese beer review. So, Or, you know, if we get 11 likes, I won't beat my wife. Alright, see ya.